67% of women leaders are burned out even before the end of the year. The second half of the year becomes survival, not success. What has 2025 taught you so far? And this reflection is more than a productivity hack. It is an act of self-preservation. Look at the cost of being on autopilot. Consciously or unconsciously, we tell ourselves that exhaustion is just part of the deal. The Wins, Lessons, and Shifts framework. This tool is simple but incredibly powerful. What has 2025 taught you so far? And how can you use those lessons to finish the year aligned, energized, and on your own term? This is the question we are going to answer in today's episode of Stand Out from the Crowd. Welcome back. Welcome back. This episode 101 is part 2 of our Summer Reset series. We have already talked about using summer as a strategic time to pause. And today we are going to take a data heart-driven approach to look at your year so far. Because listen, according to a Harvard Business Review, people who pause to reflect regularly are 23% more likely to hit their goals, not because they work harder, but because they make smarter, more aligned choices. And for ambitious women, especially those of us juggling leadership roles, caregiving, and personal ambitions, this reflection is more than a productivity hack. It is an act of self-preservation. Do you understand how powerful it is? So let's take a look at the cost of being on autopilot. Many of us start January on fire. Vision boards, strategic plans, an inbox full of intentions. And we hustle hard. We are motivated. New year, new you, new year, new objectives, new year, new me. We know that. We say yes more than we should. And somehow, consciously or unconsciously, we tell ourselves that exhaustion is just part of the deal. It's part of the success. It's part of the career. It's just part of the climb. But by mid-year, the cracks start to show. You are tired. You are unsure. But you are afraid to slow down because you don't want to lose the momentum. And here is the risk. McKinsey and Leaning.org's 2024 Women in the Workplace report found that 67% of women leaders report feeling burned out, and that's before Q4 pressures kick in. 67% of women leaders are burned out even before the end of the year. So now do you understand the importance of this Summer Reset series, where we discuss how to leverage summer to strategically make a pause? And today I'm recording this episode for you to assess how your year has been so far. What are the lessons that you have learned so you don't end the year on your knees? Basically, that's what it is about. And so without this strategic summer pause, the second half of the year becomes survival, not success. I repeat, without a strategic summer pause for you to reflect, assess, realign, and avoid to burn yourself out, the second half of the year is survival. It's not success. And there is a simple yet very effective framework that I like to use, which is the Wins, Lessons, and Shifts framework. This is my go-to mid-year reflection tool. You know me. I like things simple but effective. And this tool is simple but incredibly powerful. So let's start with the wins. Take a notepad, a piece of paper, a pen, and start listing what has worked. Wins are not just revenue, promotions, or metrics. It can be something that you decided to stop doing because it was draining you. It can be a boundary that you decided to set up. It can be that you are taking more time for yourself. A major win for myself this year, since I'm a new mom now, It's really to have been able to create a new routine where I'm a leader in the morning, I'm a consultant, I'm the leader, the international consultant, the podcaster in the morning, but the rest of the day, I'm a mom. And I have dedicated quality time with my baby. For me, this is a major win where I don't have to juggle between work and mom's duty. I have created a lifestyle and built that balance that works well for me. It can also be rebuilding the relationship with your partner, spending more time with your family. So list down all your wins so far. Then look at the lessons. Create another columns or another, section with the lessons learned. I'm not talking about failures. I'm reframing it into lessons. What have you learned? What have you done that has not worked? What have you done that didn't take you or didn't move you towards your objectives? Those are important data that inform you on what you need to double down on and what you need to get rid of. Which brings us to the next and the last section of this framework, the shifts. Based on your lessons learned, based on what you have learned so far, what needs to change? What are the changes that you need to put in place in order to preserve yourself, build the success you are looking for, the career you're working hard for, and still enjoy life? Live a life that deserves to be lived. So the wins, lessons, and shifts framework, it's quite simple, very powerful. Be honest with your answer, because at the end of the day, this exercise is to help you progress and succeed without burning out. Another big topic when it comes to woman ambitions, leadership, success, setting boundaries, preserving ourselves, protecting our energy, is being able to do things and let things go without guilt. That was a big challenge for me. I would feel guilty. I think if guilt had a persona, that would be me, like literally. I would feel guilty for almost everything, for almost anything. Like saying no to people. Oh, yes, I'm sure like if I shifted my calendar, if I would like reorganize myself, I could have said yes to this person. For setting boundaries, oh my God, setting boundaries for me was such a challenge, But once I was able to do it, the shift that happened in my life and within me, from within, was just incredible. And surprisingly, it built up my self-confidence. It really boosted the fact that I was able to say no, that I was able to set boundaries, that I was able to prioritize myself. Why? Let's pause a moment here. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We are the ones, crazy woman, like exhausting ourselves and feeling guilty about prioritizing ourselves. How crazy is that? Like, it's nonsense. It's literally nonsense. And once we understand that, and once we learn how to make that shift happen and put ourselves first on our list of priorities, trust me, it's a game changer. It's a life-changing experience. And as for me, it has surprisingly boosted my self-confidence, make me feel more empowered, more powerful, because I am simply aligned with who I am, with what I want to achieve. And the last burnout I went through was 2 years ago. And I literally collapsed. I crashed down at the hospital. And one of the positive aspect of it is that once my body, it wasn't me, it's just my body decided, it was like, girl, you are stubborn. You are stubborn. I told you many times, I showed you the signs, you decided to ignore me. Okay, now I'm taking over, I'm taking the control, and my body just crashed down. And when it happened, it opened up. What I'm going to share with you is so weird, but this is what I went through, and maybe some of you will relate. It's it opened up my chest and created space for positive things to happen. And since then, I have forced myself to set boundaries, to prioritize myself, and to do all the yada, yada, yada. And since then, opportunities have come my way without even chasing them, without even searching for them. And this is what's happening right now. Because when my body decided to stop that nonsense, it reset. It's like it was a reset, a reboot of my bodies, of the system. And it created that space that was missing for me to welcome opportunities. So my goal with those episodes, with this summer reset series, is really for you to avoid to go to that extreme, because going through a burnout is no fun. But to implement some strategies like short, little, simple, effective exercises that you can use and leverage, so you create that space for yourself to be aligned, to be at peace, and to live your life in the way that makes sense to you, that allows you to attract opportunities. So girl, you are successful in your own term. That's what matters. That's really what matters to me. And this is really something I want to share with you. So the guilt, whatever you do, whatever you put the extra energy in something that is not serving you, that is not serving your purpose, that is not serving your goal, there is an energy price tag attached to it. Either you like it or not, either you are conscious or unconscious about it, there is an energy price tag to everything that we do. So you better choose wisely where you want to focus your energy. And ultimately, if you put your energy into things that are draining you, it's not helping you moving forward. It's quite the opposite, actually. It's slowing you down. So now that we have seen that the first part of the year is really about hustling, being ambitious. We want to hit the goals. We are leveraging summer for strategic pause and reset. How can you protect your energy for the second half of the year? It's quite simple. You cannot finish strong without fuel. You cannot drive your car without fuel. You cannot drive your personal engine without fuel. And that's where anchor habits come in. Small and repeatable rituals that protect your energy. For me, my anchor habits are quite simple. No meetings in the afternoon. No meetings on Friday. Afternoons are for quality time with my baby, and Fridays are for me to, focus, relax, do deep work, whatever I have to do that Friday. This is a day for me to focus. So no meetings in the afternoon, no meetings on Friday. Another ritual that I have is my 20-minute walk. It can be in the morning, in the afternoon, no matter the time of the day. I will ensure that I go outside and walk for 20 minutes. And actually, I document it on my Instagram. So if you can follow me on Instagram, I will put my personal account in the episode description. And so you can see that I practice what I preach. There is nothing on this podcast that I tell you that I don't do. And I document it all on my personal Instagram. So on my personal Instagram, every day you see snapshots of my 20-minute walk. And last but not least, I have implemented an evening wind down that tells my body and my brain that the day is over, that I'm finished with work, I'm finished with the day, and I'm going into rest mode. And my go-to favorite evening ritual is the Afro Beauty 2-step ritual. After I showered and everything else, I put serum on my face, massage my face with Afro all-in-one serum. And then step 2, I apply the Baobab face oil. This ritual makes me feel good, help me put my body and my brain in rest mode. And then by doing so, I know that the following morning, when I will wake up, my skin will look good, will look smooth, will look plump. And, it makes me happy. It is that simple. So it's really about nourishing my skin, giving my skin what's best. And I will work overnight during my sleep so I wake up confident and happy. It's a quick, luxurious, and perfect routine for busy women leaders who want to protect their skin, but also their peace of mind. So, literally, it is that simple. I have 3 non negotiable anchor habits: no meetings in the afternoon, no meetings on Fridays, a daily 20-minute walk, and an evening wind down skincare routine. And actually, when you look at it, reflection is not a pause in your progress. It is the compass that keeps you on the right path, the true path. So now I have a challenge for you this week. Take back your notebook and your pen. And I really want to encourage you to take this challenge on this week. This week, take the time to go through the wins, lessons, and shift framework. Then, once it's done, choose 3 simple activities that you will implement for the next half of the year. Start something that will energize you, stop something that is draining you, and continue something that is working beautifully for you. Write it down and share it with me. Reach out to me on social media, in my DMs, via email. All the information to connect with me are available in the episode description. Let me know your progress. I want to support you. I want to help you. I want to congratulate you. I want to support you. So reach out to me. Let me know what you are doing, what you are starting, what you are stopping, and what you are keeping. And I would like to end this episode by telling you something that it took me way too long to understand. You don't need to do more. It is true. You don't need to do more. You need to focus on what matters most. If this episode spoke to you, share it with another ambitious woman, another woman leader who deserves to finish 2025 aligned, energized, and unapologetically herself. Until next time, you take care and you stay safe. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. Your feedback helps us to continue grow and bring more valuable content. Until next time, bye.